All right. This is going to be my Hilo side restaurant tier list. Now, a few things I'm going to mention real fast before I start this tier list. There are a lot of restaurants in Hilo, and there's not some that I'm not gonna put up. I'm gonna just put up what I think is like the most popular ones and the ones that people can talk about the most. I can't really speak about Cafe Plus One or Plus One Cafe. Sorry, Sakura's Grill, Kenichi's, Genki Sushi. I'm not gonna put them up there. There's a lot. There's a whole awful lot. I'm just gonna go with the ones that I think are the most popular and what I think most people tend to think about when they go eat at a restaurant in Hilo. What they think about. And again, S through F tier. S being the best, and F tier is the worst in my eyes. Another thing to mention is that I do have IHOP here, and I do think IHOP deserves to be up here. They have like their own exclusive stuff, and it's always really popular. They have exclusive like Hawaii stuff. It's always busy too. I think it deserves to be up here, but I know that people would probably disagree. So again, I'll just go over what I have real fast. I got Blaine's, Cafe Pesto, Cronies, Ebisuya, Freddy's, Hawaiian Style Cafe, Hilo Bay Cafe, Hilo Burger Joint, IHOP, Jackie Ray's, Ken Pies, Ken's House of Pancakes, L&L, Lucy's, Mio's, Ocean Sushi, Pineapples, Ponds. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see that well. Ponds, it's like that nice restaurant at the Ice Ponds. Reuben's, Verna's, Zippy's, and Cafe 100. And I remember this is a tier list. In my eyes, what's the best? What's maybe not my favorite? Hey honey, we're going out to eat. Where are we going? Yeah, that kind of tier list. And if I'm taking my girl, where do I want to go? Or maybe my family. I don't know. Who knows? Up to you guys. But anyway, I don't know where to start off this list. Anyway, I think I'm gonna start with IHOP since I said that first. And I think IHOP it's a C or B. Here's the thing. I personally love IHOP. I'm a breakfast guy. I love coffee. I love their coffee. It's not S or A. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I go there, I see some of the workers like a little sad, or maybe not the happiest. It looks like management there may not be the happiest. I'm not sure what. Maybe that's the only thing taking it down. Maybe also they did jack up the prices like a year ago. That wasn't that cool, but I understand. I think for me to be, I think most people would put it C. But I usually have a great time going there. It's not the best place in the world, but I don't know if you went there like first thing in the morning at 8 or 9 for breakfast, even with your family, I think it's always a good spot no matter what. I think I'll put a B. That's just my opinion. I think everyone put it C though. So IHOP, in my opinion, is a B. Don't yell at me. Next, I will go with Hawaiian Style Cafe. Hawaiian Style Cafe. It's actually right by Mio's too. Hawaiian Style Cafe, in my opinion, is an S. Now, I'm going to say the cons to Hawaiian Style Cafe right now. It's a breakfast place. Really good. And this con is actually a pro. Their con is that their portions that they give you is massive. Whenever you get food, it's way more food than you pay for. And I know that it's so much portions that it's a con, but that's just a con for me. It's actually a lot of food, but for most people, it's a pro. But anyway, it's S. Every time I go here, it's always great food. I love everything. I love inside. Love the music they play. No matter what, I I think Hawaiian Style Cafe is a S. I never get sick of it. And another con maybe is that it's always really busy in the morning. I think it's a breakfast place. It's always busy, but I can't judge a place based on how busy it is. I'll base it based on the quality of the food and the service and the atmosphere. And I think it's an S. S. Okay. So next, I will say Mio, since they're right next to each other. Mio's, I like their old location better, and I have not been to the remodeled one. Like, I've been to the new location of this place, but they just remodeled it, I think, like within the last year or so, like maybe last February. I've been here a few times before that. I've been there to the old location a bunch when I was kind of a kid. I think it's an A. Just based on my experience in the new location, food's great. It's very well priced. Atmosphere is good. Maybe not the best atmosphere, but it could have changed. I actually not have been there since they remodeled. It might be an S now. From what I've seen it was an A. Good service, really good food, and the price is great. And I love Asian food. I think people can change my mind about that. I think most people would say it's S, but for now it's A. I have to go back when COVID's done. And Daddy has more money in his pocket. Okay. Next is Freddy's restaurant. Freddy's Diner. All right, let's see if you guys can see this. Freddy's Diner right here. And I don't know if anyone knows this. This is on Monono, next to Monono Mini Mart. Freddy's is closed. Freddy's closed down even before COVID. And I don't know what happened to Freddy's. I don't know what happened. But Freddy's back then was an F. My first F. Oh my god. Look, I'm going to say this right now. I think I only have like 2 F tiers. I'm not a picky eater. In fact, I don't even eat salad. I know, laugh at me all you want. I know. I don't eat salad. I don't care. I don't eat my veggies. I'm a pure meat eater. And yeah, I eat bad. I'm super skinny. I do not eat healthy. I will say that. I don't. So I can eat. Even if it's not the best meat, I'll eat it and I'll like it. Bruh. Freddy's is the only time I've actually been out and I did not like the food. And I think it closing even before COVID happening could kind of tell you its service and its food quality ain't the best. They dump a lot of mayonnaise in your sandwich, like a whole jar of it. I don't know what they're thinking. I know a few people who like Freddy's. I won't judge them, but this is my personal opinion. And you may disagree, though they're not open anymore, so you can't experience its greatness. But for me, even back then when it was open, it was an F. Okay. Next, I will say, I'll go with pineapples. Hey, Jessica! A good friend of mine, Jessica, actually is a manager here. So, Jessica, pineapples is going to be at the top of A tier. Now, wait, please. Don't scream at me next time you see me. Wait. Pineapples is an S tier restaurant. Best incredible service. Some of the best food you can be served. Good atmosphere. The restaurant itself is an S tier, but it's like there's a roof over your head, but and it's kind of outdoors. It's not hot or anything, but well, it might be for some people. I've been there only 3 times in my life. I loved it every single time. Here's the con of pineapples is actually not to do with the restaurant. It's your view. Your atmosphere and view of the place is in downtown Hilo, and I don't know, only like a few people, my friends, actually watched my tier list, mommy and daddy, my mommy and daddy, my two fans. But on my last tier list, or one of my last tier lists, downtown Hilo, in my opinion, is a D tier, like, or F. I actually changed my opinion. I don't like downtown Hilo, and in fact, I think downtown Hilo gets worse and worse and worse as the years go by. I don't think that's opinionated. I think that is a fact that downtown Hilo is just is not becoming a good place anymore. I want it to be a good place. I mean, my business is here. Your view in Pineapple when you're eating, your view is downtown Hilo and of KTA, Kilauea Street, and I just, if it was indoors. If Pineapples was indoors and had its own like glass in place, its own atmosphere, or it does have its own atmosphere, but just the view, its only view is like, KTA and Kilauea Street. I don't like downtown Hilo, and that's it. That's my only problem. It's just my dislike towards downtown Hilo is what kind of. It's what makes me not make Pineapples an S, even though it is an S tier restaurant. It's just that view. That's it. I'm gonna put it at top of A tier, and Pineapples makes downtown Hilo a better place. I'm saying that now. There's a lot of businesses and restaurants that make downtown Hilo a better place, and Pineapples is one of them. Pineapples makes downtown Hilo a better place, and I love that. Again, S tier, heart of S tier, but it's in downtown Hilo. Like, your view of the place is downtown Hilo, and I know that sounds really harsh for me to say, and for me to judge the restaurant like that. But that's your view, and that's my opinion. Like, if Pineapples and Jackie Ray's or Cafe Pesto switch places and had its own indoor facility, completely indoors, and a place to take you away from the atmosphere of downtown Hilo, oh my god, this would be S. Oh my Jesus, because it is an S tier restaurant, S tier. But when I eat out, I think a view also makes part of the restaurant experience a good one. That's my opinion. Holy crap! I sound like one of them Yelp reviewers. Jesus, I'm not trying to say that. I actually will put an S. I'll still put it at the bottom of S tier, or yeah, just I love you, Jessica, and your restaurant is an S tier restaurant. I'm saying that now. It's just the view. Bottom of S. Maybe it's top of A. It's top of A tier, the very top of A tier, or the bottom of S. It's only because of that view. That's it. That is it. But all right. Next one is I'm gonna say L&L. All right, honey, we're going to L&L. It's D or F. It's D or F. What can you say? It's maybe not the most healthy food. I don't think it's F, because when you go to L&L, you know what you're paying for. That's it. Like, you know what you're buying. And if you take out your girl here for, like, her birthday or anniversary, it's definitely F. But if you guys are just going out, you guys are just hungry, it's a D. I know there's only a few ones I've been to. I mean, I used to eat at L&L a lot when I was in like middle school and high school. My standards now are not the best. Holy crap, they're not the best. I mean, I would still eat there. I think it's F, but come on. I mean, you know what you're getting. It's a D. Good orange chicken. Yeah, that's about it for me. Okay. Next. I'm gonna go with Kempai's. I'm not sure if people know what this is. This is the oh, come on. Kempai's. This is the little sushi bar, sushi and sake bar in downtown Hilo, and I think it's an A. What's the con of it? It's a small restaurant. It's not the biggest. You probably can't get a seat if it's like Saturday night, but I always have a good time there. The ambiance is great. Ambiance is really good. Their food is very well priced. Every time I go out here with like a friend or somebody, it's, you know, we have sake, we have sushi, we have soup. Their soup is S tier. I think overall it's an A. It's a little small. I think that's the only thing holding it back. And for a bathroom break, you know, you have to get the key card, or, you know, the keys, walk outside, go all the way to the bathroom. I don't care about that, but I think for some people it would. You know, if someone asked me, hey Ryan, let's go to Kempai's later. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with Kempai's. I don't think it's S, but if people said it's B, I disagree. I think people, when you go here, you actually you enjoy your time a lot more than you thought you would. And overall, an A. I'll go with Lucy's Taqueria. I think it's a C. And believe it or not, I still eat here like twice a week for takeout. Well, you know, during the COVID time, of course. You know, they're not doing inside a restaurant yet. But even inside restaurant, I think it's a C. What's the cons? And maybe a little too crowded on some days. Really crowded. Maybe a little uncomfortable. Maybe not the cleanest, but in their defense, food's good. I still eat there. I still go there, eat their takeout. Their food is very well priced. It's very well priced. I think the service is good too. And the manager, she seems like a great lady. Everyone talks about the manager being a great lady, great person. I think it'd be better if it was remodeled. Maybe, but I think for a lot of people it would be B. But I don't eat out there. I don't eat inside there. I'm not that comfortable. But the food's good and it's great price too. I still eat there for takeout. I've only been here for takeout, and if they saw me, or they're probably not gonna see this, but you know, they would know who I am if they saw me. I mean, I go there twice a week just for their quesadillas. Jesus, I mean, their food can be good. But I think it's a C. It's just eating out there is not my favorite thing to do. Or seeing it, you know, I had to go inside it to get the takeout, and you know, if there's some days where I think about eating inside there, I'm like, you know, it's for a lot of people, they wouldn't mind. I don't know, maybe, yeah, I'm a baby. Holy crap, I sound like so naggy. Maybe I just need my own like personal bubble, if that makes sense. It's a little noisy in there too. Like, if I'm trying to like even buy something there from like the cashier, you know, I have to like really raise my voice, and you know, man, this tier list, I'm sounding naggy. Holy crap. But I think it's C. I think people can change my mind about that. Because I eat there twice a week just for their takeout. Their food is, yeah, I can't give them a C. Well, C isn't the worst. C, C's. B and C are average. This is just a lower side of average. I just think if the place got remodeled or something, I think I'd give it a B. Maybe an A if it was like a really good remodel, but I think it could use a little remodeling. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Again, please, I think most people will probably disagree with this whole list, or just what my opinions, and that's all right. You know, they're just my opinions. I mean, I'm just some white guy. All right, next is Cronies. Cronies Bar and Grill. Everyone knows it. This is in downtown Hilo. Cronies Bar and Grill. And I'm going to say this right now. I think it's the top of... I think it's the very top of B tier. I love Cronies. In fact, I love Cronies a lot. I mean, they even have like they used to have like the video game stuff once a week on like Wednesdays, where they all did like the fighting game stuff in the back. Man, I mean, they don't do that because of COVID, of course, but that for me, that's automatically high up there on my tier list. And B is good. B is good. I think this is the top of B tier. It's a sports bar and grill. It's maybe not for everybody. I love their food, but man, I think people should come here for one reason only. Their fish and chips are bomb. Oh my god. Their service is good too. Bathroom's okay. Bathroom's okay. But yeah, we keep in mind, a sports bar and grill is not for everybody. Even for me, I don't really care about football, but I also come here just for like their chicken tenders, maybe have a beer with a friend, their fighting game stuff. But oh my god, their fish and chips. Oh, if we're judging this on food, it's S tier for just that fish and chips. Oh my god. But overall, I think it's a B. I think it's the very top of B tier. I think it is better than IHOP, in my opinion. I think people would disagree with this. I know some people would probably put this around C tier, maybe the top of C tier, but I think I disagree. I think just like Camp Pies, when you go to Cronies, you actually enjoy your time a lot more than you think you would. And I think their food's good. I think their food's really good. I think their burgers are great. I'm never disappointed in their food. All right, next I'm gonna go with Verna's. I think everybody sees this. Everybody knows what Verna's is. I'm trying to get a better picture. Verna's Drive-In. If no Ken, if Ken, Verna's. And I'm gonna say this right now. A lot of you are tripping. It is the top of F tier. Verna's is an F. All right, what's the one redeeming factor to Verna's? A good mahi burger. Yeah, okay, a good mahi burger. Other than that, F. A lot of people recommend the spot. I don't see why. I genuinely don't. I've given it 4 chances, man. I'm not a picky eater. I can eat anything. I don't even eat my veggies. I don't give a crap. Just give me some meat. And bruh, if I can make better meat at home, and I'm a white nerdy guy, if I can make better meat at home, then I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man, but Verna's an F, and if someone can give me a good food from here, really show me, maybe I can put it up a notch. But bruh, I've given you chances. I've given you chances, and you let me down 4 times. F. All right. Hilo Bay Cafe. Hilo Bay Cafe. This is on Banyan Drive. Hilo Bay Cafe is Hilo Bay Cafe, I think, in my opinion, is top 3, if not the best restaurant on Hilo side, in my opinion. Hilo Bay Cafe. Now, one thing it has truly, that view. If you and your honey go here, get good reservations, have good seats, your view is of like all of like downtown Hilo. And downtown Hilo may not be the best, but you can see it. Like, your view, eating there, is god tier. Great restaurant, great almost everything. It's pricey, of course it's pricey. It's a good restaurant. It's a very, very posh restaurant. But just the view alone is already makes it an S tier. And it's all indoors. Well, it's outdoors and indoors, but even the outdoors, it's fantastic. Automatically S tier. I think this is the easiest tier. If this is my personal favorite, but I think for a lot of people it would different. But yep, for me, top of S tier. That's my opinion. Again, everyone's gonna see this list and be like, "Holy crap, this guy is on crack." Next is Ebisuya, and this is the sushi place. This is the sushi place in Kilauea. It's actually right across. Ebisuya is right across Lucy's, and I think it's actually the bottom of B tier. And man, all right, Ebisuya, what are the cons? What are the cons? The cons of Ebisuya is it's small. Again, your views of downtown Hilo. Your only view is like is actually Lucy's and Subway. But it's indoors. It's indoors. But it's good It's good sushi for the price it's at. It has BYOB policy, and that's great. And good service. Wait, did I say pros or cons? Whatever. But anyway, pros, BYOB policy, good price, and that's it. It's good. It's a nice place. You can have a lot of fun here if you're out with your friends, and if you bring your own beer. That's great policies. Cons, it's really small. Yeah, it's small. I think that's it. That's just really, really small. But it's always a blast. I think it's the bottom of B tier. I think most people say it's C tier, but I don't know. If you go here, you actually have more fun than you think you would. Well, if you drink anywhere, every place is S tier. But buying a beer at restaurants are expensive. And that's a con of a lot of places. Every restaurant, buying beer there is expensive, and of course it's going to be. But a BYOB policy, for me, I like that. I mean, I really like that, and that's already a good pro. Anyway, B. Next is Ken's House of Pancakes. I think this is controversial. This is going to be probably my most controversial one. I'm going to upset a lot of people. Wait, I'm going to say this. Wait, okay, let me just do my placement first. I'm putting it right behind IHOP. I know. I have fun going to IHOP more than I do Ken's. And I think people are going to get mad at me about that. And that makes me look super, super white. Oh my god. Oh man, this video's terrible. I'm so sorry, everyone. I look like a naggy, howly, poopy head. But anyway, I'm gonna say the pros of Ken's. Their food's great, and their portions, just like Hawaiian Style Cafe, their portions are good. They're really good. I think the biggest con is that if it's busy and you get bad seats, you're sitting next to like another family, like directly next to you. And I don't like that. Again, I think if I eat out somewhere with like my honey, my family, I want my own personal bubble. I think everyone does. And if you get good seats, it's S. But when you go to these breakfast places, it's going to be in the weekend morning. No, they're all busy. And overall, I think it's a B, in my opinion. If you get good seats, maybe it's an A or S. In my opinion, though, I usually have more fun at IHOP, and I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. That makes me look super. That makes me look like a Howley. Alright, next one. Please don't yell at me. I'll go with Ponds. Oh, come on. I'll go with Ponds. Yeah, this is a restaurant at the Ice Ponds. It's at the entrance of going to Kevakaha, and I think it's the very top of A tier. Now, this restaurant is S tier if you get the good seats and you can feed the koi fish. If you can feed the koi fish, S. But if you just get a normal seat, it's the top of A tier. And I think people should come here for one reason. It's their what is it? Their stuffed mushrooms. Bruh. They ain't a joke. Those stuffed mushrooms are some of the best appetizers I've had, period. Overall, it's a great restaurant, in my opinion. Its identity, I think it classifies for most people as an S tier. I disagree it being S tier. It only is an S tier if you can feed the fish, because you can actually if you have a good seat, you can actually have food, and they have koi fish by the windows, and you can just feed. You can throw out food and feed them. If you have those seats, it's an S. But if you don't get them seats, it's an A tier. Still a good restaurant. Overall, I think what classifies as an S tier is no matter what seats you get, they're all good. No matter what seat you get, anywhere is good. That might make me sound hypocritical for saying Hilo Bay Cafe is S tier, because not all people can sit outside and see that awesome view. However, I think even indoors, even if you can't have a good view in Hilo Bay Cafe, indoors it still looks great. Oh my, it still looks very posh, and you feel privileged by being in here. But anyway, Ponds is the top of A tier. Next is Hilo Burger Joint, and again, this is going to be another super hot take, and again, super opinionated and controversial. Hilo Burger Joint. Ah, man, people are gonna get so mad at me, man. People are gonna look at me, see this video, and think I'm just like one of them Yelpers that go on Yelp. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. I'm just doing this for fun and just for discussion. Hilo Burger Joint. It has S tier burgers. It is a burger joint, and its burgers are A plus tier. Its burgers are A plus tier, and its French fries and potato fries are S tier. The food is God tier. I'm saying that right now. Their food is that good, in my opinion. If you don't eat burgers, you probably won't come here. Why are you here? Why are you at a burger joint if you're not gonna eat a burger? However, their service is F tier, and in my opinion, it's like the worst service, like, in any restaurant, period. Their service is that bad. Holy crap, their service sucks, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone by saying that. I wouldn't. If I had bad service anywhere, even once, I'd forgive it. I'd truly forgive it. I understand people can have bad days, and I won't judge a restaurant as a whole for having bad service or late food. I won't. Waitresses and waiters go through, I don't know how much stress, so much stress, and what they do, I think they're heroes, especially during this crazy time. But this is a tier list before COVID. Keep that in mind. This is before COVID, and I've been here more times than I can count for so many occasions, because it's good food. It's really good food, and it's great price too. Best burgers, I would say, in Hilo. That's opinionated, but whatever. And I've been here, I would say more than 30 times, really. And there is a 10% chance you're going to get bad service. And that's, believe it, 10%, that may not sound like the biggest, but that is a big percentage. That's big. A 10% that have not good service, their service is that bad. And I didn't make this video just to call and, to complain and whatnot. It's just, I don't know what to say. Their service is, if you have a bad time with the workers there, even once, or if you go out with your family, your honey, whatever, and if you have bad service anywhere, your night can be ruined, and that happens a lot here. And I know a few people who have the same problem. Like, they have just the worst service here. And I don't want to say that. I mean, I don't want it to put a C tier. I want to put it. I would put this at the top. I actually put this in the. I would put this at the bottom of A tier, because I even like the ambiance there. I love the ambiance in there. I do. I love the inside of it. I love pretty much everything about the place, the food, the ambiance, the environment. It's all indoors. It's great. Just their service, man, is super questionable. But that's just my experience, I'm sure most people have not. And it may be a bad opinion, I understand. But for me, because of that, I think I had to put it. I'm putting it below Lucy's, because Lucy's, all these places, I've never had bad service. I've never had bad service at any one of these spots. Never. Maybe bad, maybe not the best food, but service, that's, come on, But if you're going here for takeout, oh yeah, it's A. Or no, if you're here for takeout, it's S, because the food is God tier. If you want a burger, it's God tier. But if you're in there to eat, there's a 10%, maybe 15% chance you're gonna get bad service. And I think I think people even say it's D, but you have to give the food credit. And so it's C, because that food is no joke. That's good food, bruh. Takeout for takeout's S. All right, next is, I'll go Jackie Ray's. Again, this place is really close by to Cronies. Actually, it's on Wainuinui. A newer restaurant. It's been here for 3 years now, 4 years, I forget. But Jackie Ray's is God tier. This is a place where you want to go get steak. It's indoors. It's in downtown Hilo. It's indoors. Again, all right, back to pineapples. Pineapples, for me, pineapples is an A, but in my heart it's S, because it's an S tier restaurant, but it's outdoor again, And these restaurants, these two, Jackie Ray's and Cafe Pesto, they're inside. Actually, I'm putting Cafe Pesto up here. Cafe Pesto is S tier, and Jackie Ray's is S tier. They're in downtown Hilo, and I hate downtown Hilo. It's the vibe in downtown Hilo it hits different in a bad way. And these two places, you can go. They're indoors. They have their own unique ambiances in downtown Hilo. They made downtown Hilo great, but they're indoor. And Pineapples had that indoorness. It's up here, but it's your view is all outdoors. It's not there's no walls, and all your view, and it's downtown Hilo. Now the views here are downtown Hilo, and arguably worse spots, but it's still walled in and all glassed up, and I think that's why these restaurants are, in my opinion, are the top of S. I mean, when you go out for Valentine's Day or whatever, you're with your family, I think these are the big three: Jackie Ray's, Cafe Pesto, and Hilo Bay Cafe. And I work, my business is right above Cafe Pesto. My work, where people play, and run around and go on their indoor adventure is right above where people eat. And I'm not even trying to sound biased. In fact, I even try to be some of their guys' friends. I think some of them like me, but I don't know. I'm dorky and, you know, super white. I think they still respect me, but I don't know. I don't think they like me as much. I am dorky as crap, and I'm super white. I'm pale. I'm not even biased. I'm not biased for Cafe Pesto, but I genuinely think that it is top 3 of the best restaurants in Hilo. And Jackie Ray's, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think these 3 restaurants are the big 3. I think they're the big 3. You know, hey honey, we're going out to eat. And if it's their birthday, if it's like if it's their birthday, if it's like your anniversary, you know, you're going to these 3 spots. You're going to these 3 spots. And that's my opinion. It might be a bad opinion, but I will leave it at that. But you know what? I actually would. I'll just move on. All right, next is Blaine's Drive-In. There, you guys know what Blaine's is. Come on. Y'all know what Blaine's is. Blaine's Drive-In. You know, they just closed one down on Wainui. I think it's indeed Blaine's Drive-In now. Okay, you know what? I think Blaine's is above. Actually, no, it's actually close. Again, I'm not giving L&L and Blaine's an F, because when you go to Blaine's, you know what you're getting. You know why you're at Blaine's. You know why you're at L&L. You know exactly why. You know, you're just going to get a bento. You know why you're here. And for that reason, maybe it's a C. Maybe it's a C. I'm not saying their food's the worst. I'm just saying, you know the quality you're paying for. You know, it's not exactly the best, but you go to these 2 spots, you know what you're paying for. And with that, it's a D. D. Next is Zippy's. Zippy's is the bottom of D. I hate Zippy's. They took over the spot of Arby's. Our mall got rid of Arby's like 7 or 8 years ago, and they replaced it with Zippy's. D. I'm mad. I'm still mad. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. Zippy's ain't good. What's the pros? It's in the mall, and they have like their own like little takeout. You can get like musubis. And a good bakery this side. I'm not sure if Zippy's and like Napoleon's Bakery are the same. Oh, it is. Oh, my bad. It says it right there. Wow, I'm so dumb. What's the pros? It's in the mall. A good bakery as the takeout. That's it. But sit down and eat? Bruh. It makes me wish we had Arby's. D. Alright. And the rest, believe it or not, I still have not gone. I know. I'm about to be here for what, 11 years, and I still have not gone to these 3. Now there's a lot of restaurants. I'm not gonna go over them, but these 3, they're well known. This Plus One Cafe, Kenichi's, Genki Sushi, a lot more. I'm not putting them on here, but there's a lot. But these 3, I think, are more well known. And honestly, Reuben's. I work next to Reuben's. My business is. I'm their neighbor, and I have not even been there. I don't know how these 3. Cafe 100, home of the Loca Mocha, and I still haven't been there. Ocean Sushi. I like sushi. I haven't been there. That's crazy. But anyway, I think that's out my tier list. You can let me know what I got wrong. These are just my opinions, and there may be bad opinions. I think my most opinionated one was probably Hilo Burger Joint. Pineapple. I love pineapples to death. In fact, I have bias for pineapples because I love their manager. I love you, Jessica. And for that, it's S. But if it was closing, if it had the facilities of like these three, oh my god, this would be the best. I'll put it at the bottom S because I do love you, Jessica. But that's it. I think, yeah, I think I got it right. But if I got it wrong, it's okay. This is just for fun. But all right, that is all. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great day.